Iran has not only realized the free trade of weapons, but also joined China and Iran. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization created by Russia is a foregone conclusion and will become another major force against US imperialism. After the 21st century, the form of warfare has changed a lot. Whoever has stronger, more sensitive, more accurate and more sustained firepower will win the war. The outbreak of the Russian-Ukrainian war has changed everyone's previous view that drones are not suitable for high-intensity modern warfare, and various drones have played a huge role on the battlefield. The Russian army has also changed from being passively beaten due to its backwardness in the field of drones to using Iranian drones to sweep the battlefield. As early July, the US military revealed that Iran began training the Russian military to operate drones, and Iran provided Russia with hundreds of drones. Then in August, it was detected that Iran's Boeing 747 large cargo plane flew to Russia. Some analysts believe that this is Iran's batch delivery of drones to Russia. Just over a month later, Iranian drones hit the battlefield. In recent days, Iran's Shahed-136 drones have launched a massacre in the Donbass battlefield, destroying the artillery and chariot targets of the Ukrainian army. This drone is a loitering suicide drone developed by Iran that can carry out primary swarm operations. Its appearance and performance are very similar to Israel's Harpy drone. Carrying a 50 kg warhead, it is very powerful. On September 23, the Ukrainian army confirmed that it had shot down an Iranian-supported Mohajer-6 surveillance drone in the southern region. This Iranian drone solves the gap of the Russian army in the field of 600 kg medium-sized drones. The Migrant-6 is a 600 kg class surveillance fighting integrated UAV. It adopts double-tail supports and a single-piston propeller engine. It can take off and land automatically. It has 4 external pylons, can carry 50 kg weapons, and has a combat radius of 150 km. The battery life is 10 hours. The design idea and configuration of the Migrant-6 UAV is very similar to that of Turkey's TB2 UAV and China's Rainbow 3 UAV. Previously, the Russian army has always been a weak point in the field of 600 kg inspection and strike integrated drones. At present, Russia's self-developed outpost drone is actually an imitation of Israel's Searcher 2. It has been developed since 2009 until it was only in March this year that the localization replacement and the integrated modification of inspection and strike were completed. He made his first appearance on the Russian-Ukrainian battlefield in April. The Outpost R UAV is actually a Russian copycat version of the Israeli Searcher 2 Malawian Quachas UAV. In 2009, Russia imported a batch of Searcher 2 Malawian Quachas UAVs from Israel and agreed to assemble and produce them. By 2014 and 2008, Israel refused to continue to cooperate, and Russia, in desperation, carried out the localization replacement project, and the copycat produced the Outpost R UAV. In early April, the Russian Ministry of Defense released a video of a missile-carrying Forpost or Forpostar drone taking off from Gomel airport and returning safely after hitting Ukrainian targets. That Outpost R UAV was captured by Ukraine on the eastern Ukrainian battlefield and sent to the west for research. NATO was surprised to find that the localization replacement project implemented by Russia was actually imported Western civilian components to replace the original, some Western military components. There are very few parts produced by Russia in the Sentry R UAV. The focus of the improvement of the aircraft is the GOE S540 optoelectronic pod developed by the Ural Optical Machinery Factory, which can guide laser-guided bombs, which cannot be bought in foreign countries. It can only be developed by itself. For example, the engine of the aircraft is a single-cylinder model aircraft from Germany, the radio system is a civilian product of the United States, and there are even components from South Korea and Eastern countries. In short, it is a hodgepodge of shelf components. Russia imported the migratory 6 UAV from Iran and put it into actual combat soon. From one side, it also shows that Russia's own outpost inspection and attack UAV is simply not enough. The commander of the U.S. Special Operations Command, Army General Richard Clark, said at the Aspen Security Forum in Washington that the current situation is changing, and China, Russia and even Iran are developing their own drones. Technology has made considerable progress. But in fact, it is only China that Americans are most worried about, because only Chinese drones can threaten the U.S. military. General Clark believes that the performance of Russian drones is poor, and a large number of parts are imported from abroad. In the environment of Western sanctions, Russian drones are not even as good as Iran's. Although the level of Iran's drones is not bad, due to the scale of the combat system, these drones cannot operate in a systematic and cross-regional manner, and they cannot truly threaten the U.S. military. The combat effectiveness of Iranian drones is about one-third that of China. The outside world also pointed out that this is fortunately not a Chinese drone. Because the world is currently in the field of large-scale surveillance and attack drones, China obviously occupies the apex of the pyramid. China's huge investment in the field of unmanned aerial vehicles enables it to carry out a change in UAV-related technology within 18 months, which makes China more than 10 years ahead of Russia in the field of unmanned aerial vehicles. Moreover, on battlefields around the world, China's surveillance and attack drones have been used for many years and have achieved quite good records. At present, China's second-generation Winglong 2 and Rainbow 5 are also very mature and mass-produced. Many analysts believe that Russia should introduce and learn advanced military drone technology from China. A Russian netizen once said that Russia should buy advanced weapons from China, especially advanced surveillance and combat drones. First, spend 20 billion rubles, equivalent to 2.34 billion yuan, and you can buy 150 Chinese pterosaurs 2.0. Man machine, the export price of the Winglong 2 bare metal is only $2 million, which can cope with the current Donbass war situation.